everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Vestaangelstarot Incorporated. This is going to be your Vestascope, or what I call a Vestascope, for my channel, and it's just like a daily message. Okay, this is going to be your full moon energy read for today, and today is June the 13th, 2022. And you should know, on this channel I practice Vedic Sidereal, so it will be in a Scorpio full moon. I feel that Western astrology will say a Sag. Okay, so that's going to be the difference right there. Thank you so much for being patient for the past couple of days that I have been gone. I've been spending time with family, and while I was gone, we had some things to happen to some of our family friends as tower moments, and then a personal friend to me also had a tower moment. And a lot of things been going on down here in Atlanta. I know as of yesterday, an Amber Alert had went out, and you can view this newscast that a man had kidnapped his daughter. She was 14 months old, so that's a little over a year and 2 months. So the Amber Alert went out that he kidnapped his own daughter, or kidnapped the child, from the mother's house. He shot the mother, shot the grandmother, took the child, went into some type of cemetery, shot the 1-year-old, killed her, and then turned the gun on himself. So when I speak to you about transformation, 8th house of Scorpio, secrets, sudden shifts, shocking moments, everything dealing with the 8th house of Scorpio, huge change, things that you don't see coming. That is one of the examples that I'll be talking about. A family friend was at a restaurant / club. This was day before yesterday, and she was having a birthday party. And it was some type of guy that was in the restaurant / bar that was acting very strange. He was acting irate. He was walking around drinking beer out of the pitcher. He was dancing hard on people. And he chose to pick an argument with this lady's son. And he ended up shooting up the restaurant. This also is in Atlanta. And you can check it out on Channel 5, ABC News, Channel 2 News down here in Atlanta, or Channel 5. He shot up the restaurant. Then, as he was going out, he continued out the door backwards. He continued to still shoot up the restaurant. So out of those 4 people that was shot, 1 passed away. So that incident day before yesterday was a family friend, where her son was in critical condition, but he made it. But his cousin, one of those other three people, did not make it. Then I know somebody else where that their son ended up getting shot in the stomach, but that child is okay. And like I said, I have 3 personal shootings that I know of the people within the past 4 days. So I just needed to take a break. And y'all seen all of this come out in the readings and stuff like that, right? The past 2 weeks, I've been telling you. I also don't remember which reading it was, but I talked about the government passing some laws. If you remember hearing that in one of my readings within the past 2 weeks, if I can figure it out, I'll put it in the community page. But as you know, the Senate has started trying to pass a gun law, okay? And we talked about that, and I said that the government will be changing some laws about 2 weeks ago, and here they go doing it now, right? We also talked about in one of the readings about the war, the emperor, and some other stuff came out. But we're going to go ahead and get into today's reading. It's not a rush reading. I have an errand to do. I need to go down to Wally World. Okay. And y'all know I don't really like to be out during a full moon. I don't do readings on full moon, but it's still daylight right now. Okay. So that's why I'm trying to get your reading to you now so I can run down to the store and get back inside. All right. I think tomorrow I'm going to do your all zodiac sign. We're going to run through each zodiac sign. It still will be full moon energy as of tomorrow, okay? So, but I'm going to give you your messages for today. A lot of you also may have heard from somebody from your past by now. I know I have 3 times, okay? So, and like I was just telling that person, like I'm not just really interested in it anymore. It was so much pain and hurt that was caused during that time of my past. Like, I have so much elevated spiritually that I wouldn't even want to take myself back through that as a rendezvous, as a fling, and all of that stuff. I'm just so past that point, right? So, and based on the answer that you would give that person, that also lets you know spiritually how much you have changed. Whether you're a spiritual person or not, you could tell by the evolution, the elevation of yourself, of your mindset, the way your body feels when you hear from that person, the way you start to think, you know. And I'm not judging anybody. If you still gone ho, you know, for an ex that finally contacts you and all that stuff from the past, and you're ready to be very such, you know, much involved back into that type of situation. But I'm gonna tell you now, the person is not gonna stay with you. Okay, they're doing it as a diversion from truly healing from the inside and truly healing from whatever situation or thing that they're currently going through. They're just trying to use you as a copinism, okay, as a, well, let me use this person as a way to get my mind off a person or a situation that I'm going through right now, okay. So don't say I didn't tell you. They may act the part, but they're not coming back to stay with you, okay? So keep that in mind, especially if they are Mercury ruled zodiac sign. They may go ahead and reach out and communicate to you. That's because Mercury is direct now in Gemini. In Gemini 3rd house, it's about communication. So they may be gathering the courage and the willpower decision. I'm not saying that it's far off or that they're not, but they're not about to commit to you. So just keep that in mind. I don't care what zodiac sign you are. Okay, Vedic or Western, it doesn't matter. All right. They told me to shuffle that, but I need to get something that you need to surrender to. All right. So, and I hope my shuffling is not very loud. And if you hear a whirring sound in the back, I have my back door open, and I think that's my air conditioner sounding like that. It's either mine or my next door neighbor's, not quite sure, but it's annoying, yes. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, surrender to your soul's path. Okay, so your life journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace your every lesson and every moment. So right now, like I was just speaking about, you're more concerned on going on the journey that you have already started. Whether it's already with somebody or the journey that you've started because you left somebody behind. Okay, and you're understanding your current path of your journey right now as growth. You're seeing it as growth. Okay, so it's saying to embrace every lesson that you have already went through and is currently going through right now in every moment. because every lesson, every moment, every minute of the day, every decision that you do or decide to take on, um, it is for you to understand and enjoy that present moment. Okay, so it's saying to understand and enjoy your current path, your journey of what you're doing right now. Not so much of what the future contains, but the every moment, because every moment is priceless. It's not about, oh, where my every moment right now don't mean anything. I'm more concerned about my future. But the point is, you don't even know if you're going to make it to your future. So you need to enjoy every decision, every moment, every lesson that you have already learned and gained, and every lesson that you're currently going through right now. Because that's going to help you to determine and to make further and better decisions on down the road. You know, we all feel that we got a future, but you don't know what your complete journey or path entails. Just like I was just speaking of this 12-month-old or 1-year-old that's just got killed yesterday, right? We would all think that she would live to be 70, 80, 60, 90, whatever, but her life was taken only after a year. So you don't worry about what the future is going to hold for you, because your decision making right now will determine your future, and if you even have one, right? All right. Surrender to passion. All right. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Like I said, some of you may surrender to the passion of a person that has contacted you. Okay. I'm not saying that's good or bad. That's at your determination. But I will tell you that it will alter your journey. It will alter your growth. It will alter your lesson or lessons that you will either be taken more on, or you will decide how you want to surrender to this passion, okay, and lessen the lessons that you will bring into your life. Because remember, when anytime that we get with anybody, whether they're new or old, you take on not only your lesson of learning, okay, that situation and being with that person, but you also take on their lessons. Because if they're not learning their lessons, what did that mean? That means that them not learning their lessons is going to reflect on you, right? It's going to reflect on you. If they can't learn how to be monogamous, or learn how to be one-on-one with the person in a relationship, and they still like to cheat and mess around and stuff like that, and they have not learned that lesson or want to learn that lesson about their self, within their self, and about relationships, and you pair yourself with that person, okay, but you've learned it, you've changed, you've experienced the growth, and you know better, and that's not how you want to live anymore, but you take on that other person that is not wanting to learn that lesson about their self, right? So that means that them not learning that lesson now has a reflection on you, and you'll be taking on their lesson for them. Because why? You're going to be the reciprocation of it. Everything that person is still not doing right by, okay, people or certain situation, that's going to end up a lesson for you. Now, this also, surrender to your passion, can be things that you love to do. A game, a hobby, going out into nature. It's summertime, okay. Maybe you want to go hiking, swimming. You're picking up or wanting to dive deeper into your creativity. Maybe you want to create some new things. Maybe you want to draw or paint. Whatever your passion is, create clothing, okay? So it's telling you to get out of your head and quit thinking about it and put it into a physical action, okay, as coming from the fire in your belly. So some of you could have been hoping, craving of something to do rather than craving your sacral chakra. Hey, Amanda Hawkins. Okay, because the fire in your belly is your sacral chakra. Y'all should know that, right? It's your sacral chakra. So that is where intimacy comes from. That is where procreation is done and made, the making of a child. That is where lust and sex is, your sacral chakra. So if you're having a fire in your belly to be either intimate with somebody, from a new person or a past person, but it also is your sacral chakra, your creativity area. Okay, so some of you could be overthinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. Maybe you're putting it on paper, but you're not physically doing some type of activity or creative outlet. Okay, and it can be the thinking of a business, creating a product, coming up with words, like if you want to write a book or a poem. But you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, because this surrendering to your passion is part of your soul path. So maybe the lesson, or one lesson you learned, was that maybe you tried a business already and it didn't pan out. But you've been having all these creative outlets and thinking about this and what to create now, what you want your logo to look like. You're thinking of a new product. Maybe you're sewing some new clothes together. Or maybe you haven't started a business before and this will be your first time. So it's saying it's time now to surrender to your passion and get it done. Get it started, okay? Because for some of you, your soul path may be to be an entrepreneur, right? To have your own business, whether it's small, medium, or large, or extra large. It don't matter, right? But you got to start physically taking an action, okay? It can't just stay stuck in your head as an idea. It's telling you the fire in your belly, okay? You need to put that fire out by starting something that you're very passionate about. Telling me to pull. Yeah, surrender to denial. Accept people and yeah, see there? Accept people exactly how they present themselves to you. Okay? And situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulty. So if somebody's coming back to your past and you're in denial that they're changed, they haven't. But if you're still willing, the fire in your belly, to take this person or situation on again, don't deny yourself saying that, oh, it's not going to be difficult this time. It was difficult the first time. That's most likely why they're an ex to you. Okay? Because it's time for you, or you will be seeing that things are going to come clearer to you. And then you're going to be able to make a better decision. So, don't surrender to your passion so quickly. If this pertaining to your particular situation right now and or a person. Now, also the surrender of denial of that starting a business or outlaying everything that you need to get this business started or this creative outlet of yours. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Don't sit there and deny and say, oh, this is going to be a breeze and I'm going to go in this easy. I'm going to have all these customers and yeah, okay? Everybody starts out that way. So make sure that you're going to accept the situation that, yes, it's going to be difficult, but this is my passion. And I'm ready to surrender to my passion because it's linked to my soul's path. Because what I like to do, it comes naturally to me. So that is part of your soul. Okay, part of your soul's purpose. But as you continue, you're going to start to see things more clearer. Okay, and start to make even more better decisions. This seems like it came in reverse, which is surrender the idea that you can fix somebody. We should all know that, but believe me, a lot of people does not practice this. People always go into situations or relationships feeling like they can fix that person. Oh yes, once they have intimacy with me, my intimacy is so good that it's going to be able to change anybody. Once they get a taste of my cooking, they ain't never want to go nowhere. That other person, they don't know how to take care of no house. So that person need to come over here and live with me because I can do better than the other person. It's the same thing for everybody everywhere. You can't fix nobody. And like I said in the first beginning of this video, if that person does not want to heal and work on their self and change their self for the better, and then you attach yourself to them, then they're going to be not learning the lesson, but you're going to be learning your own lesson, and you're going to be taking on their lesson that they don't want to learn for their self. And that's going to be double trauma for you. Okay, so it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. And I already said that in the beginning. Okay, all right, let's move on. Bottom of the deck is stop procrastinating. Now is the time to jump off into a goal instead of keep putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Like I told you, it's time for you to do your passion. Now, it can also mean that maybe some of you need to go back to work, but find something now that you love to do, right? If you like cashiering or customer service, talking to people and helping people out, but you've been procrastinating, okay, not wanting to really clock back in, quote unquote, maybe it's time for you to accept the denial that it is time for you to go back to work and bring in more income. Maybe whoever you were asking or trying to get money from, that they're not really pitching in or helping to the extent that they supposed to. And it's time for you to come out of that denial. But if you're in a current relationship or some type of situation right now, the relationship is about to shift. Okay? So that also means or tells me that somebody is about to shift in their feelings, emotions, and their actions and change up on you. Remember, today is the Scorpio full moon, which is about sudden shifts, a shocking moment, secrets, gossip, all of that stuff that we didn't know about other people is starting to be revealed. Okay, we even had some people that was famous or they got now convicted of tax evasion, but they been had some type of channel on YouTube or cable, okay, about how to fix homes and all this stuff, and they became a millionaire. But all that time you was watching them on the cable network, they was doing tax evasion. I forgot the name of the people, allegedly, okay, but since I didn't name the people, I don't have to say allegedly yet, but we can talk more about that tomorrow. But like I said, when I talk about secrets and gossip, it's just not about everyday people. It's about celebrities, people that work in government, okay, people that are in power, people that work for the service, everybody, all type of stuff is starting to be revealed that was being held a secret. Okay? Because it's time for it to come out. It's time for the shift to happen. It's time for a shocking moment, because the things or the situation that people was had their self involved into, it wasn't stable. It wasn't stable in the first place. So when things are unstable, eventually it's going to crumble. So that's also can be somebody's mental capacity. Okay, that they've been trying to hide that they had mental issues or mental problems. They've been hiding it very good for a while, and then all of a sudden you see them in the news for shooting up a school or shooting up a restaurant, shooting up a grocery store or a mall, right? This is what I mean when stuff are hid, stuff that are secrets. Also, 8th house of Scorpio is about your money. If you are sitting in denial that your money is one thing and that you feel is something else, that is about to shift. You're about to get some type of awakening to come out of this denial that you need to bring more income in, or that you need to change from job to job. Either you need to go back to school for something that you're passionate about doing. Okay? But it's time for a shift. And for some of you, a lot of you that like to help other people, you have to also come out of that denial that you can't fix this person. Okay? You can't fix this person by keep giving them money, keep paying their bills, keep in a sense of denial that they're going to change one day. Wake up. They're not. The only way that they're going to change one day if they do the work theirself. Change is initiated by one's self, not by the next person. New beginnings, child, innocent, brand new. See, their creativity, what I keep talking to you about. Okay, so be spontaneous in diving into your passion. Okay, yes, you may be inexperienced. Okay, the child is like the page, like a page of wands, page of cups, page of swords, all of that, right? Hey, wild child. Okay, so you're going into this inexperience. Could be a detour or a turning point on your soul's path right now, where that the shift is happening and you are stepping into a new realm of your life. And yes, you are going in unexperienced, but this is still brand new for you. Okay, this is what you need for as your soul path. We're not here as a spiritual being to experience a human life experience where that everything is going to be familiar. Everything that we will continue to do or start is going to be brand new, right? It's going to be a new beginning. You didn't know how to cook until you started cooking, right? You were inexperienced. Even if you watched your mom, even if you watched your dad or your grandma, okay, your sister, your brother, whatever, but you were inexperienced, but you started learning, and then you became a brand new cook. Now you're a veteran, okay? Yeah, girl, I can get on that grill. Yeah, I know how to bake this, make that, right? But you started out as a page, as a child. You started out inexperienced. You started out just getting in the kitchen, making up or coming up with recipes, just being spontaneous, okay, right? But you started out as a new beginning in creativity. So some of you need to get in the kitchen and start cooking up something brand new, whether it's literally, right, or whatever your passion is for you. Or a lot of you are starting a brand new part in your life right now. And you're supposed to, because it's part of your soul's path. All right, this card is in reverse, which is the star card. Ooh, so some of you are ending a separation or marriage, okay? Because the star card is your marriage, part of your marriage chart, your D9. Okay, so some of you are closing out a marriage, and you know, you could be in a space right now where you're very hopeless, or you feeling no hope for something to be going brand new for you at this time, right? Some of you also could still be in a healing process, because it don't matter who it is, whether you were just living with the person or whether you were married to them, whatever the case was, right? It's still a healing process from separation, because you become attached to the situation, you become attached to the person, you become attached to all of that, right? So the star card in reverse is that you still are in a healing process, but it's saying to surrender to your passion, though. Don't give up, don't start losing hope. Become even more hopeful. Still remember that your wishes and dreams are possible through you, because you are the initiator, the fire in your belly. If you don't do it, who's gonna do it for you? Nobody can live out your creativity but you, right? So Being more assertive. This card came in reverse, right? So that means the spontaneous that's right there. Be more spontaneous. You still may be linked to some type of situation where that you're codependent, whether it's financially or emotionally or mentally. You're still connected to somebody. Okay? Um, but you are smart enough to understand why you're going through what you're going through, and that it is time to detach. Okay? It's time to detach for whatever reason. You may feel, well, I'm too old. I shouldn't be separating from somebody right now, or I got several kids that I need to take care of, so I still need to keep my partner around. No, you don't, because the longer you keep that energy attached to you, somebody who that you don't need to fix up can't come into your life because you're blocked with this person who don't want to fix their self. You have to be able to be quote unquote spontaneous, free, and open, right? To be able to make new decisions. You can't make new decisions when you're attached to something that you're in denial about. All right. The geese on a quest. Migration, relocation, dependable, know where you're going. So this is what you're doing right now. You know where you want to go. You know how you want to do it. You know what you want to do. Okay? And it's up to you to be faithful to your own self when it comes to your desire about what you want, who you want to be with. Okay? Maybe I want to be free or single for the next 2 years. Then I'll start making myself available for dating, because maybe you want to develop more stuff on your soul's path when it comes to your creativity. Some of you may be relocating or thinking about relocating. Some of you may be in denial that you don't need to move, or that you don't need to move on, because you're not accepting the person or the situation exactly as it is. Or you're not accepting that they need to leave you and relocate. Maybe this person is breaking up with you and you're in a sense of denial that they do need to move on and leave my life. And once they do that, then you'll be more able to concentrate on your own dreams, what you've been hoping to do for yourself, taking yourself to the next level. Okay? Because it seems like whoever you've been with have been holding you back from a dream aspect. Because they can't fix their self, you have been the one or in their life that has been fixing things for them. And that's been holding up your soul's path. Well, I have to work 20 extra hours a week because my mate don't have a job, or they don't really pitch in like they should, or they spend all of their money on doing something that they like to do. So that forces me to work longer hours, and that also makes me can't do the stuff that I like to do because I have to stay at work. But my other person, they get to go off and do what they want to do. So how do you see that that is not affecting your soul's path? And that's just an example, but you get and understand what I mean. Some of you will be migrating or relocating very soon. Okay. A move can be coming up for you. And I feel once you move, everything will start to get more clearer. Okay. Even in your decision making. Whatever you're around, or whatever situation, area, who you living with, whatever your situation is, it's clouding your judgment. So it's time to relocate. Okay. When you relocate, you meet new people, new situations, new restaurants, new malls, okay, new stores, new people to date if that's what you're into, or new people to conversate with, right? You can go to a coffee shop, or a place that sells tea or whatever, okay? And you'll be able to find more like-minded people to conversate with. Ooh, the Empress. All right. So, attraction. Where is Venus? I think Venus still in Pisces? Not quite sure. I haven't looked at the. I have not been around my laptop in 4 days, so I haven't looked at the planets. But what I do know, Vedic Sidereal, is that Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius until July the 12th. Then it would be going back to Capricorn. Okay. So when it gets back to Capricorn, a lot of you also are going to be really starting to concentrate on your career and your money. So right now, while Saturn is retrograding in Aquarius, you still could be in a sense of denial. But when that Saturn goes back to Capricorn, which is the 10th house of your job and career, Saturn going to make you come out of this denial. Okay? And going to put you to hard work. So I'm letting you know now. Okay? So, when it comes to love, you may say, well, this person is so attracted to me, they won't leave me alone. They keep messaging me or calling me or all in my DMs or whatever you want to say, right? And duh, yeah, because you're the Empress. And if you're a masculine, yeah, duh, because you're the Emperor. You're always in charge of yourself. You know what you want. You know where you're going. Okay, you know what you want to do. You always keep this fire in your belly, such as creativity, but something has been hindering you. It could be a mindset, maybe not a physical person, but it's telling you to dive into your passion now. So some of you, this can really be about clothing, jewelry, perfume, makeup. This also could be about because Venus is luxury. Okay, she's nothing but luxury. So some of you may have also been in denial about what you've been spending your money on. Okay, maybe you've been buying a lot of clothes, you've been going to these fancy restaurants, or you just been spending a lot of money, and that's because Venus has you feeling like an empress. You are an empress, but you've been exuding it out. The attraction that you're getting and receiving is because people are looking and feeling, seeing you as Venus. Okay? So that's where all the attraction is coming from. The grace. They see your grace. They see your charm. They see your beauty, whether it's through makeup or natural. Okay? And they see the love that you exude. They see the fire in your belly, the creativity that you behold within you, whether it's creating a home, how you do your family, how you take care of your house, the way that you run your business, the type of car that you drive also is related to Venus. Okay, that's the magnetism. And you do want pleasure and happiness from a person that you're in a situation with now, or you're in that as a mindset. But you have to remember that you can't fix this person. Okay? So you steady want pleasure and happiness from them, but they're not doing the work. They're not doing their own healing or being held or looking at being accountable for the stuff that they need to do right. So you got to shake out of this denial. Okay, let's move on. Bottom of the deck is the eagle. Okay, like I was just saying, not challenging the status quo. You're not challenging the status quo when it comes to this other person in your life. It's like it's okay to you that they're not being held accountable for the things that they need to do when it comes to a love partnership and or marriage. So, new hope in reverse. That's the star card on the table in reverse. Okay? So, your clearer vision, your perspective about the past, your perspective about the present, and your perspective about the future is about to get more clearer because this card was in reverse. That's also why your star card is in reverse. Okay? Your whole perspective of the past, the present moment, and about your future is not clear. But the geese is saying that you actually know what you want to do and you actually know where you're going. You're just not taking the steps. Surrender to the passion to do it, to get ignited, to be spontaneous, to start this brand new life or situation or move or whatever it is, okay? To be open to date new people. You're not taking the actions to open or enlighten you that this is a new start for me. Okay? So, in other words, some of you steady trying to hang on to old energy. Okay? Yes? Alright, I'm not going to hold you too long. This seems very good for a Scorpio transformational full moon today. Oop, and I almost hit the floor. So, this is your door. And a stranger's grace. So, some of you about to run into a stranger. It could be while you're traveling, while you're doing something that you like to do. It could be on a mall run, okay? But you're going to be on a quest. Like, you're going to be only concentrating on you, doing your path, walking your path. And on that path, you're going to run into a stranger. Okay? And this says, if I can get it focused, ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Loving, pleasure, happiness, charm, grace. So Venus is about to send somebody your way as a stranger. Okay, that will not have ego problems. Not, everybody got ego problems, but not to the point where that they don't understand how to fix their self or what they need to fix from their self within. You understand? But your ego may fear that it's a danger. Oh my gosh, somebody that I can actually like and love is coming toward me. They're attracted to me. I actually am attracted to them. And your ego may push this person away. Okay? But it's saying, I'm sorry about that. It's saying, if I can get it focused, it's telling you don't let your ego put you into a fear-based mindset. Because your mind may say, okay, ego alert, danger, 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 okay? But it's not danger because you're underestimating who you are and how far you've come, okay? It seems like a stranger is going to do something also very nice for you. And this can lead to a new path that you will travel down. Because I don't really see that you have any hope. Like, I'm never going to meet anybody. All people are the same. Okay? And that's also you staying in your ego that, yeah, everybody is the same. Everybody that I end up with, I always try and fix them or help them some type of way. But I have learned my lesson about being in denial about that. So anybody new that I come across, I relocate, I separate myself, I don't call them back, etc., etc. But you can't keep going through the rest of your life like that. You have to give a stranger a chance. Okay? This person may be the carefree, spontaneous person that you want and looking for. But you may feel that it's a danger. Like, I can't be around them. I shouldn't talk to them. This is not the time because I'm just separating from somebody or divorcing or whatever. And I can't surrender to the passion. It's not about just intimacy. It's the passion of you seeing that you can move on with the love life. You can start out as friends, two strangers that's meeting, okay? And then eventually it can turn into something that you want it to turn into. At whatever timing period is good for you. But you just don't see that this is a wish or dream or hope that is coming true for you. Maybe for a lot of us it's so long. It's been a long period of time. But they don't, oh goodness. The timing is not up. There's no certain age. See there? There's no certain age time limit of surrendering to love, pleasure, happiness, being charmed by somebody, or you charming somebody also. Okay, magnetism. There's no age limit to where magnetism cuts off. Like, who told you that? Right? It's a yes. All right, y'all. Let me make it to Wally World, because I don't want to be home before it's dark. You know, every time you go in Wally World, you're always picking up stuff you don't even need, and you be in there longer than you need to. So, within the next few months, in reverse. So, this is days and weeks. Okay? This is days and weeks that this will be, that you will be on this new quest. Keep the faith, keep the hope. You know, play it by ear. If you feel that you don't need to come off very charming or very eccentric, then play it down some, right? If, you know, don't show all your intelligence on the first hand that you deal out. Maybe you need to be less assertive. But somebody is coming towards you, and I feel it's not just going to be only this time period. This seems like going into, I don't know, I keep hearing Leo. So for Vedic Sidereal, y'all know that the timing for Leo season for me is August the 16th. Okay? So this can be now that you will run into different strangers. Okay? And everybody is going to be very magnetized or attracted to you, because that's the energy that you're giving off as an emperor and an empress. And they're gonna read you. I'm telling you real quick how they're gonna read you, that they're gonna see you as an empress, and if they're not able or ready to court you as an empress, they're gonna fall off anyway, because they know that there's nothing to need to be fixed as an empress. Okay? You know how you may say, well, I want to buy a laptop that's already got my email created, already got all my apps downloaded, right? And all I got to do is just cut the power button on and just start working on my laptop. You know, every time we have to buy a laptop, right, we have to download this, download that. We have to set the time, the contrast, the wallpaper. You get what I'm saying, right? So this person gonna see you like there's nothing to fix about you, but they may have some stuff that they need to fix within themselves, and you're gonna realize and see that about that person. But I don't feel it's just one person. I feel that it's gonna be several strangers that's gonna be very attracted to you around this time and period. Now it also could be when Venus moves out of Pisces, or out of Aries, and this can be a time and period because it's Taurus. When Venus moves into Taurus, well, she'll be very comfortable, because you know Venus, or the Empress, is Taurus and Libra, right? So for some of you, this could be Libra season, or it could be Taurus season when Venus moves to those zodiac signs. But I'm also hearing Leo, because Leo rules the sacral chakra. Okay, where dating, creativity starts, sex, love, intimacy, procreation, the Empress here, the making of a child or having a child. Okay, and all of this passion is starting to be, or will start to be, stirred up. So I'm not quite sure of when Venus is moving to Taurus, but I also know that Mars is in Aries, is where the passion is too. The start of the fire in your belly to get stuff done. Okay, to get stuff created. Your thinking process to go after what you want. And also Leo, August the 16th time and period. So don't be scared if different people you will start to meet, because you're giving off the energy of the Empress. You're looking good, you're smelling good, the way you're dressing, you're attracting, and people just saying, hey, how you doing? While you're in the grocery store or a retail store, and you be like, okay, I don't even look right today, and people are saying, hey, how are you? And you look nice today, and you're like, what's wrong with them? It's nothing wrong with them. You're giving off the energy of vibration of an Empress, and you're supposed to. But is that your opinion of who you want to choose to entertain? Point blank period. Within the next few weeks in reverse. You see that? And I just told you this was going to be, based on this card, days and weeks. So not months, not weeks, but days. I still feel days and weeks though. Okay? So this also can tell me that Venus is moving very soon. I'm going to find out for us for tomorrow's video. And we actually can pick up on tomorrow's video about where Venus will be moving to. She's probably on the move. So this is why this energy is coming out. Okay? And July the 12th, Saturn will go back to Capricorn. And Mars is already in Aries. But this probably is about Venus being on the move very soon. So this is when these strangers are going to start being implemented on your path. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. See there? Remain positive. Thank y'all so much for today's reading and participating. If you feel that this reading is relating to you, tell me about it in the comments. Okay? You can still book a personal reading with me. In my about section down at the bottom of the page, you'll see the Facebook link, and you could book a reading on my Facebook page instantly. And also email me and let me know that you booked a reading, okay, so I can go ahead and approve it and send you the links to Cash App or PayPal, okay, and then I'll approve the reading for what day and time. Okay, so thank y'all so much. Make sure you're in the house for tonight's Scorpio full moon, Vedic Sidereal. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.